Hi everyone and welcome to Gaming 365. Now before I start making any videos on E3, I want to show you this game first. It's come from THQ Nordic and Piranha Bytes, the guys behind the Gothic series, some of the best RPGs made. And it looks pretty damn cool. It's ELEX. Now the most that we know about this game comes from the game's website and this trailer. Now as you can see, it has a very nice and weird mix between sci-fi and fantasy worlds, which I'm hoping plays really nicely in hand. It's a strange blend that I've not really seen too many times in games, and I'm quite interested to see how this plays out. So the background of this game is thus: advanced in technology, civilized with a population of billions, Magalan was a planet looking to the future. Then the meteor hit. Those who survived are now trapped in a battle to survive, a struggle to decide the fate of a planet. At the centre of this fight is the element ELEX, a precious limited resource that arrived with the meteor. ELEX can power machines, open the door to magic, or re-sculpt life into new, different forms. But which of these choices should be the future of Magalan? Can technology or magic save this world, or is this new power to destroy all those left alive amongst the ruins? Unfortunately to me, the story seems a little bit weak. Hopefully as the game nears release, we'll see more and more content to deepen and enrich that story. But at the moment it is something that we see all the time, a post-apocalyptic world, and basically you are there to save the planet. Something that's done all the time, but hopefully the game is saved by this interesting mix of fantasy and science, and also the fact that these guys can make fairly decent worlds to explore and discover. At the moment there are 4 factions and races to choose from in the game, and as you can imagine, they all play a different role in the planet's future, with different belief systems as well as what weapons they use and what magics they possess. They look quite interesting characters, and you can see these on the game website, and I'll post a link to that down in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. Now Piranha Bytes are involved in this game, and that is the developer behind the Gothic series and the Risen games. I believe they did up to Gothic 3, and then Deep Silver took over for Gothic 4, etc. So I think you can agree that the Gothic series and Risen are very good RPGs in terms of storytelling. They have deep, rich stories that are quite nice to get immersed and involved in. One of the things they do suffer with though is the combat and the gameplay. There are many bugs in the Gothic series and a few in Risen to boot, as well as, in my opinion, quite a clunky combat mechanism. And you see a little bit of that in this trailer with ELEX. It's unfortunate, but you can see it just doesn't feel quite as smooth as, say, something like Fallout 4 or Skyrim. This game is coming out for PC, but it's also coming out for the consoles as well. And you can probably tell that from the style of HUD that's used. It does look like very much a console HUD. Hopefully on all systems though we can tweak this HUD, push things to the borders a little bit more, maybe minimise the icons, and keep it nice and clean, because that's the one thing the Gothic series did very well. It always had a very nice and clean HUD, and that's something that I'm hoping we can replicate in this game. Another thing I'd like to see come over from the Gothic series is the art of exploration, especially from Gothic 2, because in that game you didn't really have a map, you didn't have any quest markers, and you just basically had to find out where you were going for yourself, and it caused you to explore a bit more. It caused you to go off the beaten track and literally go anywhere on the map. Obviously that got you caught out several times with the strength of enemies, but it was a much more rich and deep exploration experience. Let me know what you think about the game down in the comments below. For me, despite the nuances that I have with the weak story and the clunky gameplay that I've experienced in Gothic games, I'm still very much looking forward to this. It is literally the mix between the sci-fi and the fantasy that has got me very, very interested. in how this game is going to play. So down in the description below you'll find links to various media on the game, including the full trailer, the trailer for the Berserkers race or faction, as well as the game website and the Steam store page, which currently has the game there for pre-order, so you can pre-purchase if you so wish, though I don't really suggest you do that, and I don't suggest you do that for any game unless it's something that you know is going to be great, you know, kind of like a GTA or Red Dead Redemption 2. Also, this game is apparently coming out in 2017 as well, so that's a thing apparently. No idea when, just says 2017. So as always guys, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.